Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early to mid-September 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Libras. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my guides. Talk to me. What do we got for our beautiful Libra friends in early to mid-September? We're just weeks away from your birthday, my friends. I hope you're planning it. And yeah, let's see what energies, messages, insights can we pull for our good friends. And we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for the beautiful Libras in early to mid-September. Let's get this first card going for my good friends. What is, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, unseen type of energy, but also spiritual. So this could be very, very good. You might be extra in tune in this time. And this card has a lot of depth to it. I usually say these first cards, they're very simple, straightforward. This is one of the ones that has extra layers. So this could be really good. Now, before we fully dive into it, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more about this card. So we see this individual, they're blindfolded, they're hoodwinked, they're bamboozled, they don't get to see what's happening around them. This always reminds me of the Hierophant. So if you're connected to the Taurus, maybe that's something important for some of you. But the person is blindfolded, and notice that they're going through and touching all these different symbols of spirituality. So we are talking about the subtler energies, the spiritual energies. For some of you, maybe you're having a spiritual awakening or reawakening. Maybe you have extra interest in areas and topics like this. Spirit also could be coming through extra strong for you, whether you're naturally intuitive or not. I feel like you could be experiencing energies on a heightened level. So just know you could be extra sensitive about those that you're connected to and the things that are going on around you. And also, aside from that whole spiritual take, when this person's blindfolded, there is also a sense of mystery here, because there's something that's not seen quite yet. So we're going to have to see if we get more mysterious cards throughout the spread itself. But this could be good. Just know that you're going to be a little more energetically sensitive in the coming days and weeks. So we're just going to put them down right there. Let's see what Tarot has to say. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading, okay? It's just a footnote. So let's shuffle it up one time, get you 3 cards in the upright. And yeah, while we get this shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading, my friends. It was titled, They Are Nervous. And the reason it was titled that is there was a high-strung type of energy. So whether it was coming from your end or somebody else's, it was like stressing, it was anxious, it was just really, really high-strung straight across the board. Now, I did see that energy starting to resolve even within the reading itself. It just felt tense. So just know, even for the coming days and weeks, you might be a little tense. There might be something on your mind. So we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Get it going. 3 cards here for the lovely Libras. What's happening early to mid-September? Thank you. Oh, okay. Hey, we got our good friend here, the King of Cups, aka Kyle of Cups himself, without a beard, holding a chalice. He's having a grand old time. He's chilling there, having a drink. We're going to put him right there next to the amethyst. Let's get a couple more. It's a good way to start. I mean, that could just be emotional energy starting to show up here, which makes sense. Okay, 5 of Wands. Be a little conflicted about something. We're going to have to see what's up here, Libra. Getting some funky feelings. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Thank you. Ace of Cups. Okay. All right. Yeah, there is definitely a little bit of a conflicted energy I'm picking up here. Not all bad, though. Okay, this is going to be a journey this week, my friends, so get ready. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first look, first glance, obviously, I was giving a little commentary as I was pulling the cards. There's a lot of water energy this week. Now, if you're not familiar with the meanings in divination, water represents the realm of emotion. Emotion, feelings, your inner self, matters of the heart. So we could be talking about romance and love, things like that. It could also be creativity and artistic expression. So we got the king, we got the ace. There's a lot of this going on, but in the center, we have this fiery energy, which is a little unstable. So like the way it's presenting itself is like, yeah, we have this water keeping things contained. I get this energy of something being contained or trying to keep something in check. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. So position number one, we have the King of Cups himself, our good friend. Now, a portion of you might be connected to a water sign whenever he shows up. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio does not have to be gender specific. And all kings in tarot represent control of their suit. I already told you what water represents: emotion, romance, love, creativity, artistic expression. It could also be people partying up and having a good time. But the king is trying to keep those matters under control. This is the fullest evolution of that type of energy. So some of you might be feeling some big things. This could represent big feelings, especially if we're looking at his inverse, like something where it's like emotionally overwhelmed. Watch out for that in this time. But the King of Cups could be full-blown feelings of love and care. This could be a really nice energy to really take a look at. But again, with what I was seeing here, there could be somebody trying to keep either something under wraps or keep it under control or keep it contained. And I'll explain it more as we move through, but we have this king trying to control it. We have this Ace of Cups. It's like really trying to contain something. So whether that's within yourself or a situation you might be dealing with, we're going to have to look at it. The King of Cups in reverse, it could mean some rough things, whether it's rough emotions. The king could also represent someone that plays off of some people's emotions. They like to get a rise out of other people. But we'll talk about it more when we're clarifying, for sure. Now, moving to the center, we have the Five of Wands. And I always say you don't need to be an expert in tarot to understand what this card means. We have five people. They're going to town. They're beating the crap out of each other with sticks. They're battling. Okay, so of course, first and foremost, we could think of conflict. Now, there are good aspects to this card as well. The good aspects, it's determination. This could represent when spirit's testing you. So of course, it could be a situation. Of course, it could be a problem. But when this card's here, there's a lot of determination to get over whatever is being thrown your way. Whether it is a little test, whether it's a stagnant situation, it doesn't matter. Now, in challenge, this could be very confrontational. It could be very fiery. It could be very explosive energy. And that's why I'm saying with all this water containing it in the center, you might be trying to keep something under wraps or try to stop something from going too far left or something from like completely going off the charts. I feel like this could be a very volatile energy, and it could also be just not seeing eye to eye with somebody as well. So keep that in mind. But again, some of you could just be all internal. Okay? There might be something that you're coming to grips with when this energy is in the mix. Now, when we get to the back end, we have the Ace of Cups, one of my favorite cards. I say all aces, not just this one, represent offers and opportunities. So there could be good new offers and opportunities coming your way with this. Aces also represent communication and speaking and talking. So of course, when we have all this energy, like somebody trying to keep everything as is or just keep it even keeled, and we have this Ace of Cups, it's somebody trying to present themselves in a nice, calm, clear fashion. This could represent love offers. This could represent love in general. So there is a beautiful caring energy showing up here as well, but there's also this fiery energy that's within. It's not fully on the surface just yet, it's within. And that makes me a little skeptical, because when I see fiery energy being suppressed, to me, I'm like, all right, it's only a matter of time before that energy comes bubbling up. But again, the Ace of Cups could be a lot of really great things, offers, opportunities, conversations, and talks. But at the same time, could represent big, big feelings. And that's the theme, big, big feelings across the board. So I want to dive deeper on all of it, Libra. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we have for my lovely Libras, please? What's going on? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that King of Cups. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Libra, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, King of Cups time. What's happening? Why is that King of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles, very cool, calm demeanor. This is somebody probably trying to play it cool, Now, of course, this could represent other individuals too, because you know core cards could actually represent people. We have water sign energy, we have earth sign energy. Usually when you combine the two, that does represent possibilities and abundance. So for some Libras out there, yeah, like there could be great possibilities in the future for you when this energy shows up. But the intuitive message I was picking up when I see the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles is like, I got this. I got this together. Cool, calm, collected. I am not bothered. Everything is fine. I don't know why that's coming through. So take that for what it's worth. That could be someone you're connected to that might be acting a little unbothered, or maybe that's something you're trying to portray. Maybe you actually are unbothered by something, because these two cards are very much in control. Now, the Queen of Pentacles could also represent business, money, the material aspects. So for some of you, there could be something good financially coming in for a lot of Libras in this time, which would be fantastic. So that could be very much claimable. But if we're talking about the emotional sense or like interpersonal relationships, I feel somebody playing it cool and acting a little unbothered. It's very coy, if I were to say so myself. So we're going to keep it moving here. For some of you, this can be very good financially when we see this. But let's see what that Five of Wands has to say. I'd say at the very least, at minimum, that could be somebody playing it cool. So very unbothered, very cool. So why is that Five of Wands here for the lovely Libras? Really want to get over to that Ace as well. So why is the 5 here? What's that Five of Wands here? Thank you. Yep. Okay, another person. So here's another thing I'm picking up here, Libra. We have people of all sorts. Now we have one of your cards, but it's showing up here in reverse. I would say in this time, watch out for any sort of explosive situations where like something you may have thought you had it under control or you had it under wraps, where it's like, oh, maybe I didn't have that under as much control as I thought. And again, that doesn't have to be you. It could be whoever this is that's like trying to play it coy, trying to play it cool. When I see the Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse, to me, it's kind of the vibe of someone that like loses control a little bit. So beware of that. This could be a little warning for some of you that either a situation is a little too volatile, or this could be an explosive warning as well, where it's like, oh yeah, everything's cool, everything's calm, boom, this energy just kicks in. It like flares up, it fires up really quick. So again, take that for what it's worth in your situation. Now, the Queen of Swords, again, that's one of your cards, especially if she was in the upright, could be another air sign. We have most of the zodiac here anyway, so we're not going to rely too much on the signs. Usually in the upright, she has a plan, she's cool, she's calm, she's calculated, she's of the mind and of the communication because she's swords. In reverse, that's somebody losing their handle on something. So again, either this is an explosive warning or somebody loses a handle on something or they lose control a little bit. Okay? So just know if you're up and down, a little volatile, the energy is showing up here. Okay? Let's keep moving. Again, I feel like we don't need to spend too much time here. It is what it is. Another thing for some of you Libras, if you're not a cross watcher and if you're a Libra, just know you might be a little more temperamental than normal. And from the beautiful Libras I know in my personal life, very easy people to get along with, right? They're usually very calm and chill, diplomatic types of people, but everyone has their limits. So for some of you, you might be a little more aggressive than you normally are. So let's see. Let's keep moving. Don't want to talk it into the ground. So why is that Ace of Cups here? Hierophant. All right, coming back down to baseline. So to me, this does feel like it could just be a bump in the road here in the center where it's like, all right, well, things seemed right, but then they weren't, but then it comes back down to a baseline. So to me, whatever's happening in the center feels more of like a hiccup or a speed bump where it's like, okay, well, that happened, moving on. I don't know why this is a very comical type of way this energy is presenting itself to me this week. Not to say that your situation's funny. I'm not saying that. Just like the way it's being presented to me while I'm reading it. Now, the Hierophant's been shown up in a ton of readings. Hierophant could represent marriages. It could represent people that we've known for a very long time. Taurus energy. The Hierophant could represent religion. Remember, I said this in the very beginning. This card reminds me of the Hierophant. Now we're ending with the Hierophant. Usually very calm, stable, grounded type of vibe. So when I see it underneath the Ace of the Cups, it's like returning to normal. So just know if you've been going through some tough situations or things have been a little wild, this is the return to normalcy. Okay, whatever it is you might be going through with or whatever's gonna come up for you, I feel like it's just a hiccup. It's a little bump in the road. It's like, no, that's fine. This doesn't throw the train off the rails or anything like that. It will be fine. It will be okay because I'm getting a return to normalcy. And that's just how it's presenting to me. Okay, let's go through and do a quick recap here, because peculiar type of energy, like we have the earth and water on both ends, which is very abundant, but then we have the fire air in the center. So it's like trying to contain something. So for some of you, you might be doing some troubleshooting or trying to stop something from escalating too far. But position number one before the shadow, we have the King of Cups, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And I said, into like on a money situation, this could be fantastic. Even the back end, like for a lot of you, could be a nice increase or something financially or work related. Awesome. But it's also the vibe of someone trying to keep a cool, calm, collected demeanor. Like, yeah, I'm unbothered, everything's fine, everything's cool. In the center, as we move over, we have the Five of Wands with the Queen of Swords in reverse, losing a little control here. So whether this is an explosive situation or a warning from Spirit to you, like, okay, well, it might not be fully under control because someone could lose a handle on something. So it could either be an explosive warning or a situation involving it. But it does feel like it's a temporary hiccup where it's like, okay, it's not all ruined. It's not all gone to crap. Onto the back end, we have the Ace of Cups with the Hierophant. There's our return to normalcy. I love this energy. And yes, it reinforces some of the good energy I was picking up in the beginning, but that just what tells me, like, all right, everything will come back down to baseline. Whatever this energy is to you in the center, very temporary. So that's good. So please take a screenshot of that. Let's get into the shadows here. Let's see. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't have to be a bad thing. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we have? Thank you. All right, cool. Ace of Pentacles. So double aces within the reading. This is good. This could represent a golden opportunity or offer coming your way. Remember what I said about this Ace of Cups on the back end. For some of you, I don't know why I'm getting apology now. I know I didn't say that within the reading itself. So if someone's offended you or got on your wrong side, there might be an apology. That's like an extra little bonus message that came through. But when I see the Ace of Pentacles, again, dealing with the monetary, this could be an offer or an opportunity you don't quite see coming. It could be an increase, something that like, okay, that came out of nowhere. I'll take it though. It's like the universe giving you an alley-oop and you just got to slam dunk it. So I feel so far out of the whole zodiac, Libras probably have the best shadow card I've seen this week, which is really awesome. Now, I will say this, the Ace of Pentacles could sometimes be Spirit saying like, hey, watch out for false opportunities and stuff like that. But to me, it's like, hey, Libra, you got something good coming up. Like, you don't quite see it just yet, but you got something good coming. To me, this is more of a reassurance. So I like it. I love it. I think it feels great. Just watch out for any money issues. But yeah, Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can check out my digital calendar at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. But for the September subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks of all time, the Beautiful Wizards Tarot. It's gorgeous and it works great. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, where would you like to go for your dream vacation? What are you manifesting? Let me know. Let's bring it to fruition. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in the community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you again.